down to Washington. President Trump has arrived in Poland ahead of tomorrow's G-20 summit. The world leaders have a big problem on their hand, though, and on their plate, what to do about the North Korean crisis. Our Washington, D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo is monitoring all of it now, live from the White House. Ross.
Well, Calvin, Ambassador Nikki Haley speaking in front of the UN Security Council just a little while ago, using the strongest language to date. The president will be meeting with Chinese President Xi Jinping at the G20 to discuss this further. And all of this coming even before that highly anticipated meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin. The president landing in Poland tonight, warmly welcomed on the tarmac. Arriving after heading out this morning hopeful. The highlight of the G20, his first face-to-face meeting with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
I would love to be able to get along with Russia.
Trump's made contradicting statements about Putin since first claiming he met him back in 2013.
There's Vladimir Putin. Have you ever met the guy?
Tough guy. I met him once. I have no relationship with Putin. I don't think I've ever met him.
At issue, Russian meddling in the 2016 election, but no confirmation that the president will even discuss it with Putin, both expected to be greeted with skepticism.
Donald Trump is not believed by most of people in the European community to be trusted to do the right thing. And you take with Vladimir Putin, and now with what's happened in North Korea, the European community is worried about unpredictable, erratic leaders, not only one in North Korea, but one in the United States of America.
North Korea also demanding the president's attention after launching a two-stage intercontinental ballistic missile that could reach Alaska.
Yesterday's actions by North Korea made the world a more dangerous place.
Strong words today at an emergency meeting of the UN Security Council. The president tweeting, trade between China and North Korea grew almost 40% in the first quarter. So much for China working with us, but we had to give it a try. But North Korea focusing on its successful launch. Kim Jong-un calling the 4th of July rocket a package of gifts for America on its Independence Day, despite Trump's warning just last week.
The era of strategic patience with the North Korean regime has failed. Many years, and it's failed. And frankly, that patience is over.
Again, the president indicating in that tweet that he is not happy with China's efforts to curtail North Korea. He will be meeting with Xi Jinping at the G20. That begins in Hamburg, Germany on Thursday. But tonight the president is in Warsaw. He's already at his hotel room. In the morning, he'll be speaking with the Polish president, and then a few hours later, he'll have a major address in front of thousands of Polish people. For now, it's the very latest from the White House, Calvin. Back to you.
And Ross, before you go, that meeting with President Putin and President Trump, how much do you expect to actually glean from that meeting between those two world leaders? Or do you think there's going to be some sort of a sequester on the information coming out of that meeting?
Well, you know, with this president, Calvin, it's very difficult to tell. It is normal for us to get a readout of bilateral meetings such as this, but in the past, we haven't gotten all of the details, so it's impossible to tell at this point what we will hear. I guess we will know on Friday.
You got that right. Okay, thanks a lot, Ross. For more on President Trump's G20 summit and the upcoming meeting with Russia's Vladimir Putin, stay with Local 10 and World News Tonight at 6:30.